So good morning, everyone. Welcome to BayREN's quarterly regional forum. Today's topic will cover California's evolving energy policy landscape, local government options. I'm Sean Yora, and I work for the Association of Bay Area Governments in the Metropolitan Transportation Commission. And I am BayREN's Codes and Standards Forum Coordinator that works with our county representatives to organize and host these forums. And you'll hear from our county reps in a bit. And I also manage one of BayREN's new public sector programs. Next slide, please. So this is our agenda for today. First, I'll provide a quick overview about BayREN and our programs. After my little intro, we'll begin our first panel of speakers. Fortunately, Cecilia with the City of Oakland won't be able to join us today as originally planned. So instead, you'll hear from Barry Hooper, who's one of our county reps with the SF Environment Department. He'll be providing a brief overview of some of the recent regulatory changes going on at the state level, including AB 130 and AB 39, along with discussing some of San Francisco's recent REACH code efforts. You'll then hear from local government staff from Menlo Park and Marin County, who will be discussing the REACH codes their jurisdictions have adopted in light of these regulatory changes. We'll then have a 25-minute question and answer period, followed by a 10-minute break. After the break, we'll get into our second panel and start with our air district speaker, who will be discussing air districts nitrous oxide or NOx rules 9.4 and 9.6 that apply to furnaces and water heaters, including the implementation of the rules and some of the stakeholder engagement they've been doing. You'll then hear from local government staff in Berkeley and San Mateo County who are working to prepare their communities for the implementation of these rules, either through building energy policies, in Berkeley's case, or through communication strategies and outreach toolkits in San Mateo's case. Finally, we'll close out the forum with some quick remarks before we let you all go, hopefully a little before noon. Next slide, please. But before we get into our great panels, first a little about BayREN. BayREN works in the 9-county Bay Area region as a coalition of the 9 counties and the Association of Bay Area Governments. We work together to promote energy, water, and GHG reductions for residents, small businesses, and local governments. Next slide. BayREN has 9 programs currently. We have single family, multifamily, commercial, public sector, and codes and standards programs. And the codes and standards program puts on these quarterly forums. Next slide. The Codes and Standards program supports the development and implementation of tools, best practices, trainings, and policies for accelerating compliance with and exceeding California Title 24 or Part 6, otherwise known as the Energy Code. The program works on both compliance improvement and policy. Compliance improvement helps ensure buildings comply with the Energy Code, including improving code enforcement processes, and policy efforts include sharing best practices and developing regional resources for going above code. Next slide. We have Energy Code trainings, which are free and either in person or live online trainings. They're usually 60 to 90 minutes in length. We also have on-demand trainings, and all trainings can be found on the BayREN website. We can do custom trainings for local building departments as well. And we have a couple of trainings coming up, one on December 10th on non-residential tenant improvements and alterations, as well as through our Target Decarbonization Services program, a training on December 11th covering public sector energy financing 101 for finance staff. Next slide. A quick shout out for BayREN's Decarbonization Showcase Service, which is part of our Targeted Decarbonization Services program, which is run by my colleague Alyssa Dykman. This service provides no-cost technical assistance, project management support and gap funding to help local governments implement building decarbonization projects. Showcase projects demonstrate practical, replicable pathways to transition municipal facilities off fossil fuels and reduce emissions. The current cohort of 5 projects across the Bay Area are already demonstrating diverse electrification efficiency strategies, and we're launching the next round of applications on January 5th next year. So now is the time to start identifying potential facilities in your jurisdiction. Um, Applications will be open for 6 weeks and close on February 20th. If you're interested in learning more, check out the program handbook and explore a current cohort of projects on the BayREN website. Next slide, please. Next, some quick Zoom meeting how-tos. So your video will not be needed for this webinar. Please use the chat feature to interact with panelists and other participants. Please use the Q&A function if you have a question or comment, and we'll break for questions at the end of each panel. Next slide. Although all participants are mute for this webinar, there are 3 main ways you can interact with our panelists and your fellow attendees. So looking at the Zoom controls starting on the left, you can use chat for casual conversation with attendees and to share resources or ideas. We will not be monitoring the chat for questions. You can use the react or emojis to show your support for a presenter. And lastly, the Q&A should be used to submit questions to the panelists. So we plan to heavily use this feature. And so please use it if you'd like a panelist to review your question. Some quick disclaimers. Just read these off here. The views expressed in these presentations are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the position of the Association of Bay Area Governments, the Bay Area Regional Energy Network, or the jurisdictions that BayREN represents. Any questions pertaining to the views and information in the presentation should be directed to the authors. Another quick disclaimer here, BayREN is in the process of developing a policy on the use of artificial intelligence services during our events. Until that policy is in place, AI services are prohibited. Please do not use any AI services during today's forum. This forum is being recorded, and the slides and recordings will be available on our website in about a week. All presentations and materials will be emailed to you and available to you on the BayREN website after the forum. So BayREN, as the local government coalition, has a representative from each of the 9 Bay Area counties who represents that county and its cities in the Codes and Standards program. They're responsible for working with all the jurisdictions in their county as it relates to BayREN's programs, so that you can find the representative for each county. As I call their names, each county rep will provide a brief intro and answer the prompt question related to our topic for the forum, which is, how is your county currently navigating the evolving energy policy landscape? So I'm just going to go in order here on the slide, starting with Emily Alvarez from Stop Waste in Alameda County.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Alvarez. I work for Stop Waste as the BayREN Codes lead there. Stop Waste is an Alameda County organization, and one of the things that we do is host a monthly meeting for sustainability staff throughout the county. At this meeting, we often have guest speakers, provide updates on programs and policies, but also create space for peer sharing. Many of our jurisdictions have presented on their REACH codes to provide others opportunities for others to hear their approach, potential challenges, and share template language. An example is the city of Alameda has a AC to heat pump REACH code, and then 2 more of our Alameda County jurisdictions will be speaking today, and so you'll get to hear about what they're doing for REACH codes. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. And next we have Adam Scarborough from Contra Costa County.
Thanks, Sean, and good morning, everyone. My name is Adam Scarborough, and I'm a sustainability planner with Contra Costa County. I also represent a few of the BayREN programs, including codes and standards. So my response today is going to be kind of related to REACH codes. For us, with the new building code requiring higher energy efficiency for residential new construction, we're planning to shift our focus to a bit to address non-residential new construction, particularly exploring REACH code opportunities for on-site clean energy generation at newly constructed warehouses in our county, such as distribution and fulfillment centers. Both of these we expect to see more of in the county going forward. Thank you.
Thanks, Adam. And next we have Kellen from Marin County.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Kellen Damon. I work with the County of Marin. I'm a program coordinator. I'm joined today by Mark Chabria, who's our Green Building Program Analyst, who you will hear from later. So in response to the question, the County of Marin has adopted and enforced REACH codes over the years, including the latest iteration, which is the FlexPath ordinance, which favors but doesn't require all electric construction. For that FlexPath ordinance, the county recently lowered the trigger for remodels to go from 750 square feet to 500 square feet, which will increase the impact of the number of projects and creates more uniformity because we're coming in line with other jurisdictions in the county, like San Rafael, which also requires, which also has the 500 square foot trigger. But you're going to hear more about that from Mark in his presentation later in the forum. Thanks, everybody, for being here. That's back to you, Sean.
Thanks, Kellen. Next we have Brian from Napa County.
Thanks, Sean. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Melendez. I am a sustainability planner with Napa County, and I am the BayREN representative for the Codes and Standards program. Napa County is in the process of developing a multi-jurisdictional regional climate action and adaptation plan. So this is the county's lead, but all jurisdictions within the county are included as well. And in preparation for the implementation of that plan, Napa County and its jurisdictions have formed a staff implementation working group to again, thinking about streamlining coordination of climate mitigation and adaptation actions. Several of these actions will involve the adoption of REACH codes to meet our climate action goals. However, jurisdictions that may not qualify for exemptions under regulations from AB 130 might focus more heavily on REACH codes affecting commercial or public sector buildings, as well as maybe electric vehicle charging requirements and other forms of REACH codes. Looking forward to hearing from the presenters today. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Ryan. And next we have Barry Hooper from San Francisco.
Hey, good morning. Well, I'll be sharing a little bit later that we are Barry Hooper with the City of San Francisco Environment Department. I'll be sharing a little later about how we're working to implement some recently adopted amendments to our building code. In addition, we're collaborating with distributors and manufacturers and our colleagues across the Bay Area to train contractors to get them prepared for the implementation of the zero NOx appliance rules that we'll hear more about today. And that's a big priority for us. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Barry. Next we have Alhad from San Mateo County.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alhad Thighe. I work at the San Mateo County Sustainability Department as a sustainability specialist. I work on a number of our BayREN programs here. I'm happy to share that two of our San Mateo County municipalities have charged ahead and adopted REACH codes before prior to October 1st, and you'll be hearing from one of them later in this forum. And then I also wanted to share through our RICAPS Climate Collaborative program, we've been actively collaborating with San Mateo County cities on a variety of implementation opportunities, including multifamily building electrification, EV charging infrastructure, and mode shift. One more thing I wanted to share was we're doing a concerted push to catalog all methane burning equipment in municipal buildings across the county. This is an effort we're hoping to help connect local agencies with resources to advance their building electrification projects. And it's something that has been very fruitful with similar work done in partnership with our San Mateo County Office of Education for all our schools.
Yeah, what I'll do is
Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks, Ahad. And Elizabeth couldn't make it, so Janani will be represent Santa Clara County.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Janani. I am an analyst with the Office of Sustainability and Resilience at the County of Santa Clara, and I am filling in for Elizabeth, who's our Codes and Standards lead today, but she's unfortunately not well. So the update for our county, the Santa Clara County, is despite the challenges that many of us have faced because of AB 130, we've had many jurisdictions, cities in the county that have been forging ahead with REACH code adoption and energy policies. Some of the jurisdictions were able to adopt these REACH codes ahead of the AB 130 deadline, while the others are going to be leveraging the general plan route. Last we heard, we had about 5 cities that had finished the local part of the REACH code adoption. In addition to this, some of the jurisdiction CCAs are continuing to encourage decarbonization through launching city rebates, investing in contractor training, and also decarbonization campaigns. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. Next, we have Jesus from Solano County.
Hi guys, can you hear me, Sean?
Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to share my screen, but it's not letting me. But you can there you go. Perfect.
There you
Hi, good
are.
morning. Good to see you, Sean, and good to see you again on this forum. I know last time it was in person when I started with Solano EDC, but glad to see all of you this morning. So my name is Jesus. I'm with Solano Economic Development Corporation. I'm the BayREN rep working with all BayREN programs. Um, in our case specifically, something that I've been discussing with the team and something that we're doing as a strategy is coordinating with the 7 cities within the county to ensure that the evolving energy landscape, including potential reach code, is viewed as an economic opportunity within the 7 cities here in Solano County. And again, something that we're doing as a team internally, just sharing current and updated reach codes within each city department. We feel that this collaborative approach will help streamline policy adoption in all Solano County. And glad to see you, Sean and Toto and everyone else. Looking forward
Th-
to the speakers.
Thanks, Jesus. And last but not least, we have John from Sonoma County.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is John Pazos. I'm a department analyst at the County of Sonoma, Energy and Sustainability. So the of Sonoma is actively navigating the evolving energy policy landscape through collaboration, education, and technical support for local building department staff. County staff participate in monthly meetings of the local ICC chapter, the Redwood Empire Association of Code Officials, to share updates on resources and training opportunities that support building departments. These meetings also provide a valuable forum for sharing information, soliciting feedback on training needs, fostering relationships, and identifying challenges related to code compliance. Most recently, the county coordinated a non-res new construction training and continues to identify opportunities to build capacity among local staff. In addition, the county offers better building consultations for residents and businesses, which highlights the importance of building permits and provides decarbonization project planning to support and encourage projects that go beyond minimum code requirements. Thanks.
Thanks, John. And next slide, please. So now I'd like to pass it back to Barry, who will set the context for our first panel and be our moderator as well.